one last push. 3 hours.
3 hours and we should
be in Ushuaia.
Right, so we left Punta Arenas, retraced our steps all the way up there. Then we cut down into there to the ferry, so we go splish splash across there. Down into here, around here, all the way down here. And we spent tonight in Rio Grande,
Day.
or Grande,
Grande.
whichever. It's a big Rio. And then we carried on down through here. Beautiful little road there.
Excellent.
Into Ushuaia. Then actually, to get to the end of the road, you have to go right the way down to the border. Doesn't go beyond the border. That's no big deal, it's just one more ferry.
Oh. One step closer. Oh, we've got to. I didn't think it was quite low. Nearly there.
It's just a ferry.
Oh, we're nearly there.
stickers are holding it together.
Well,
Well, what?
where are we going today?
On the bikes in the wind again.
One last push.
Yes, one last push. That's all the wind takes.
Yep. 3 hours.
3 hours, and we should have.
Should be in Ushuaia.
As far as projects go, this is an 18-month project. Well, more than that actually, but 18 months it's taken us
Yeah.
to get here.
It's I can't believe it. I won't believe it till we get to that sign and get our picture. Honestly.
And then, as my sister says, what do we do then? There's only sea. I had to tell her we turn around and go back again.
We have to go on. Anyway, yeah, so watch this space. This is the last leg to Ushuaia now.
Yeah. Yep. Great.
Woo! I forgot, I don't think I had the camera on before. So.
Isabel, yeah, I will
Yeah,
share
send
with
the
you.
picture.
Isabel, Tito, Miguel, Carlos, los
Buena llegada a Ushuaia.
Gracias,
Nos vemos a la vuelta.
Paco.
Buena llegada a Ushuaia y buena.
Good, beautiful, eh?
Gracias.
Un
Thank
gusto.
you. Thank you.
Buen regreso a casa.
Yes.
On the road, I guess.
Yep.
Safe roads.
Yep.
Winds.
Yep. Ride safe.
Yeah.
Be safe, everyone. Right.
Hola. Vamos a Ushuaia, eh?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at that! We made it! Oh my god, I'm crying!
We are crying. Crazy.
I am actually crying.
Crazy, dude.
Oh, I never thought we'd get here, but we have.
We have. I know.
Yeah. Spoiling my videos.
I've got all the way to Ushuaia and I need a bloody wee.
Spoil everything. Oh dear. Oh, fantastic. Carl's falling asleep, so we must do this quickly.
I need matchsticks.
We've had a day.
We have.
A day and a day and a day, we have.
We've ticked a box.
And I'm very rosy-cheeked because of it, because of the wind.
We've ticked a box. A big box.
Massive box.
A box we've been chasing for 18 months. 18 months less a week.
Yeah, almost 19 months, in fact, yeah.
What was it, nearly 19 months?
It will be on, yeah, almost less a week. 19 months less a week. No.
No. 18 months less a week.
18 months less a week.
It's any wonder we made it here. It really is any wonder
I hope we're really inspiring, because seriously, people, if we can do this, anyone can.
If you want to look like this, anyone can.
It was incredible. We arrived today at about 12:30 in Ushuaia. The road here today, a bit more wind than yesterday, and it was quite strong at times.
And rain. What's that
Breezy.
about?
We had a bit of rain. Not like, it wasn't like heavy rain, but it was that horrible drizzly rain. And then it was slightly sleety at one time, really cold rain. The rain here on Tierra del Fuego is cold. It's cold, cold rain.
Well, yesterday was hailstones.
Yeah.
At the Argentinian border yesterday, we had a hailstorm come over. Well, hailstorm. It was heavy rain that turned into hailstones.
Yeah. Nobody talks about the Tierra del Fuego, the island. It's somewhere everybody comes that's coming south. Everybody has to tick the box, get to Ushuaia. It's a challenge. You got here to the end of the world. But we've never really heard anything about that journey on the island, have we? And we
Except the wind.
Except the wind.
Everyone talks about the wind.
Well, the wind in Patagonia generally from, well, just Argentina.
Yes.
And then southern half of Chile.
Southern Argentina and Chile. It's just wind.
It's just, yeah, craziness.
So either wind and rain or wind and sun, but it's wind.
But we haven't really heard. I had no expectations, Stu. I had no expectations of Tierra del Fuego. We got the ferry yesterday, and that was a moment. Leaving the mainland and thinking, oh my goodness, we're setting foot on Tierra del Fuego. And that was fantastic. And off we set.
And the landscape was flat.
Yeah, open sort of moorland,
It
really.
was flat,
Yeah.
brown. The tallest vegetation was about 12 inches. And that was the grasses. And that was it. That's the tallest vegetation for miles and miles and miles. And it was very open. So yes, as you can imagine, the wind howled. Most of the day we actually had the wind on our backs. So we were riding along at a nice comfortable 100 kilometres an hour.
But it didn't feel like that, did it? Because the wind was
It
behind
felt like
us.
there was no breeze at all because
Yeah.
the wind was actually behind us. You could put your hand up and you could feel the very slightest of breeze. And we had that most of the day.
We did. But that landscape, though, like you said, is very open and flat and barren. But there was some beauty. There was beauty to it. The desertless. What's the word? It was very desolate. The desolateness. Is it a word?
Give me a clue. Is it a film or a book?
Desolate. The word desolate. It was the desolateness of it. See what it is? Not a word, is it? I'm making up words now. I'm so tired.
Do you mean desolate?
Desolate. That's what I said, wasn't it?
Desolate.
Desolate.
Not desert-like.
No, I said desolateness. Anyway, it was.
If this makes the cut, I am sorry.
Yeah, just the openness of it there was beauty in that. I found it fascinating. I loved it. It was a little bit like the openness of Alaska.
For me,
The vast openness.
yeah. For me, I loved the hint of purple that the flowering grasses had provided. It's obviously the time of year, but there were just acres and acres
Beautiful.
and acres of purple grasses moving in the wind. I mean, moving. I'm surprised they weren't ripped out of the ground. But yeah, it was just a hint of deep purple, wasn't it?
It was beautiful.
It was
like
wonderful.
a carpet in places.
Yeah.
But they're down the sides of the road.
Other people say it's boring. we saw immense beauty in the place.
We did. And then today we thought it'd be much of the same. And it was to start with, although we were by the coast, so we had the sea. And that was nice. But then as we turned west, we came along, we were now heading back towards the Andes.
Yeah.
And we started getting hills.
And for me, the most memorable part of that piece, because it's almost like an area of 3 pieces, was stunted forests.
Oh.
There were these really, really old, sun-bleached trees that looked dead but had branches and things coming off them. They were really old stunted pines, but they were no more than 10, 15, 20 feet tall. In forests.
You could
almost see over the top of them. No, they're fascinating. And obviously the old branches and things were just left lying on the ground or washed up along with the rivers, and there was just so much. It was all sun-bleached, the white trunks and branches.
They almost like silver birch, contrast. But they weren't. No.
But really, really old, and it was
absolutely.
To me, that was fascinating.
Could have spent hours and hours there just photographing it. Absolutely beautiful. We couldn't stop because we couldn't get off the bike, so there's no photos as such. It was too windy to get off the bikes, but beautiful. And then we got closer and closer to the Andes, and the mountains just started to appear, and it was just.
Yep.
And we climbed up.
Yep. The trees were getting taller and younger looking and more healthy. We actually saw a beaver holt.
Oh yeah, we did. But absolutely stunning, just stunning. And then we came round the corner, and there was the Ushuaia sign. We literally came round the corner and went, oh, there it is. Because I said, what if we missed the sign? And you said, I don't think we will. I said, well, I don't know where it is. And we came round the corner, and it was just there in your face.
Yeah, it's on the main road.
Yeah, absolutely incredible.
Yep.
And I cried because, honestly, it's just so emotional. Yeah, an incredible feeling. I was also quite sad because I can't tell my mum about it. Oh no, I'm going to cry. Don't. Because I can't tell my mum about it. And you can't tell your dad. They haven't seen us finish this bit, but...
Or maybe they have. So we came into Ushuaia. It's actually bigger than we thought it would be. But it's kind of got that frontier town feel about it. Tough looking existence.
It's a harsh life here.
Yeah, the roads are in a bit of a poor condition. And then we turned up at our rented digs.
Well, hello!
And Marshy was waiting for us.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Our friend Marshy from England, who had been on a cruise, got off board this morning, then walked up to our accommodation and was lying in wait to film us turn up.
He'd been there about 45 minutes.
I think so, yeah.
Bless
He'd been there a while.
Hey! Hello! You made it!
That was absolutely fantastic. It made it even more special to have somebody from home here greeting us. It was just lovely.
It was perfect. It was someone who could help us with our bags.
Yeah, he carried all the bags and put the kettle on. I mean, he can stay with us, really.
Yeah.
It was nice having a porter.
Yeah.
He was very helpful, bless him. It was lovely. We've had a wonderful afternoon with him. I'm having a trip out tomorrow as well.
And now we're just tired.
And we're beat. Ushuaia is on a hill. Because it's in the Andes, it's on a hill, so our accommodation's up the hill. It's not that bad to walk up, but the cold wind is perfect. I love the weather. I love the weather.
Overlooked by glaciers in the background.
We've got a glacier behind us, and the wind's cold. It burns your face, but the sun's lovely when it's out. I just love this. My perfect weather. It really is.
You can dress up for the cold.
And it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
So there you are. Job done.
So here we are in Ushuaia.
We turn around and go back again.
Not quite. Little surprise coming up. giving a little tipsy drink.
Oh, really?
That's nice.
Trying to work out what it's.
Quite nice. That's nice.
It's okay. It's rather tasty.
Right, we just dipped off. Feet, all right, they're not bare, I get that. But they're now in the Antarctic Ocean, aren't they? Well, it's the Beagle Strait or something anyway, but yeah. I suppose we should touch the water. The signs everywhere saying don't put your hands in.
Well, because there are sewage outlets.
There are sewage outlets, so I don't really want to put my
And some
feet in.
areas of it do smell a bit.
They do, so actually I'm not going to put my hand in because no our luck.
We shall wait.
We shall wait.
See what happens in a week or so.
See what happens, maybe we'll get a swim somewhere.
Look, sign behind us.
I'm going to show you something now, which is quite exciting. That little baby there, that one. There's a lovely little grey and yellow, lovely grey and yellow expedition ship there.
I chose it because of the colour.